This is the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside Jamaica Magazine.
Encouraging the information flow, sharing the news and views you need to know.
We are building an informed Jamaica every day.
Listening to what you say.
We journeyed down a musical street to discern the history of reggae. Hello, it's Friday, February 12th. I am Alison Watson, and this is Jamaica Magazine. Coming up, Parliament considers proposal to increase the normal workday, restorative justice being introduced to the Tar Hill community, and the public is invited to say last farewells to Professor Rex Nettleford next Tuesday. The details of those and other stories after the break.
Broken homes, broken people, desolation, desperation. Just 300 miles away, our brothers and sisters in Haiti are crying for help, our help, your help. Join the JIS and the ODPEM as we collect canned food and other non-perishable items for the earthquake victims in Haiti. Their lives depend on it. Leave your donations at the JIS, 58A Halfway Tree Road, Kingston 10, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Or take your gifts to the ODPEM, 2 to 4 Haining Road, Kingston 5, Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or make cash donations at any branch of NCB, account number 212387304. Together we can make a difference. Together, we can help Haiti.
And now the news. It has been suggested that the normal workday be extended to a maximum 12 hours from the current 8 to 10 hours set out in law. It is one of the proposals put forward by a Joint Select Committee of Parliament that is reviewing the policy of a flexible work arrangement in Jamaica. A normal work week would still cover 40 hours, but the idea is to give employers and workers the flexibility to spread those hours over any combination of days. So, for example, the 40 hours could be completed over 4 days or 7, depending on what makes the most sense for both parties. Overtime would trip in after the 40 hours are completed. The House of Representatives began debating the recommendations on Tuesday of this week, nearly a decade after a green paper on the matter was tabled in 2001 and referred to a Joint Select Committee which failed to deliver. The current government appointed a new committee in 2008, which has tabled the report being debated. Supporters of the flexible work arrangement say it has the potential for increased productivity and employment, more time for family and personal interests, and reduced absenteeism. The Ministry of Justice has launched a restorative and community justice pilot program in the St. Andrew community of Tar Hill. It's a process which brings together the victim, offender, the community and the state in dialogue to address the problems arising from petty crime and other grievances within the community. Minister and Attorney General Senator Dorothy Lightburn addressed the launch at the Seward Primary and Junior High School earlier this week. She says the practice of restorative justice will bring back calm, safety and unity to communities by peacefully resolving unrest caused by minor offences.
We have to use other methods of resolving our conflicts. We must move away from violence and retribution and move towards community reconciliation, equipping our citizens and communities with new and peaceful means of settling disagreements, and at the same time achieving an outcome in which all parties involved are satisfied that justice was done.
Tar Hill is one of 4 communities across the island to benefit under the pilot project. The others are Spanish Town in St. Catherine, May Pen in Clarendon, and Granville St. James. The project has already been launched in Granville. Residents in the targeted communities are trained in restorative and community justice practices. A panel chaired by a Justice of the Peace will be established in each community to hear and resolve grievances brought by community members. As Haiti moves to regain normalcy following the January 12th earthquake, the Salvation Army is now focusing its efforts on providing prepared meals for its citizens. Secretary for the Caribbean Territory, Colonel Lindsay Rowe, says the organization has already distributed over 2 million prepared meals in Haiti. Each family is given a box that contains enough food for a week. Colonel Rowe says many of the people in Haiti have no place to store large quantities of food, hence the practicality of prepared meals. On Tuesday, January 12, a massive 7.0 earthquake rocked Haiti, devastating the capital Port-au-Prince. Jamaica has joined other countries in the relief and recovery efforts and has been the designated hub for CARICOM's contribution. High school students across the island have rallied behind the cause of helping children living with HIV/AIDS. Yesterday, $500,000 donated by the students was handed over to the Mustard Seed communities. The money is to help the children at Mustard Seed's Martha's House, which cares for children living with HIV/AIDS. A fire destroyed the house last year, and in response, the Guidance Counseling Unit of the Ministry of Education partnered with the National Secondary Students Council to offer some assistance. The result was a collection drive in over 120 secondary schools. Mustard Seed Communities Administrator Donna Reynolds says the money will go a far way.
It's a very expensive undertaking to care for all these children. We have 20 of them going on to public school, and this will go towards educational expenses as well as some medical expenses. So we really appreciate what you have done.
The check was handed over in a ceremony at the Immaculate Conception High School. The student population there donated the most, $14,511 to the effort. Plans are in high gear for the official funeral of Professor Rex Nettleford. The service will be held next Tuesday, February 16, at the University of the West Indies, Mona Chapel. Those attending the service are asked to be seated by 9:15 a.m. as the funeral starts at 10 o'clock. All are invited to attend the service, but some persons will have to sit under tents, as the chapel can only accommodate about 600 persons.
Besides that, there will be television coverage streamed into the assembly hall, which again is another big place and can hold 1,500 people or so, in the assembly hall. So there is adequate coverage, and anybody who really wants to come is invited to come.
There are 3 designated entrances for the funeral. Their Excellencies, the Governor-General and his wife, along with other dignitaries, will enter through the main gate of Mona Road. Specially invited guests will enter through the gate in the vicinity of the Mona Post Office. If an invitation is for a specific person, only that person will be permitted to use it.
If you don't have a ticket, if you have not been accorded a ticket, but you still want to come, then the gate for you to use is the Irving Hall Gate, which is down from Papine, the Golding Avenue. That entrance there, just over on top of Elton Flats, that area there.
You are also reminded to dress appropriately. Funeral proceedings are expected to last for about 2 hours. There will only be 4 tributes from the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition, the National Dance Theatre Company, the NDTC, and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, the JCTU. Professor Nettleford died just a few hours before his 77th birthday. And finally today, 18-year-old Gary Buchanan has lost his fight with cancer. The teen died this morning, just days after having his dying wish to meet the Prime Minister Bruce Golding come true. Gary, the eldest of 7 children, was told that he did not have much time left. In fact, he was given 2 weeks, but succumbed to cancer this morning at 12:47 a.m. The cancer was first diagnosed in February of last year. Prime Minister Bruce Golding took the time out on Tuesday to visit young Gary at the National Chest Hospital in Kingston, where doctors brought him up to date with the teenager's condition. At that meeting, the Prime Minister tried to bring some comfort to the young man.
I got your message. I got a message from you that you wanted to see me. And therefore I tried to come as quickly as I could. I know it's tough on you. and especially a young man like you who would normally be looking forward to a long, healthy life. I know how hard it is on you.
In response to the sad news today, Prime Minister Bruce Golding has expressed his sympathy